Hey, what is going on, everybody? This is, of course, me, DJ Medjai Monty, and how's about I do yet another Let's Talk, and this one is, of course, wrestling talk. Now, pretty much, I am not going to go over about who's my favorite wrestlers are. I'll leave who's my favorite wrestlers in the description. But as of right now, we are talking about, of course, wrestling. Pretty much, when I was young, I was watching like cartoons and TV shows and everything, and even like wrestling got to me. I was like a fan of Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, Sting, because at the time when WWF and WCW was there, I was supposedly on I was supposedly like watching WCW. That's I like how these superstars and of course, Divas who were there wrestle and pretty much do all these crazy stunts and slams and everything. And yet it kind of got me interested in everything. And when WWE changed this name, of course, I kind of got into that as well. I welcomed new superstars who wanted to make a name for themselves in that industry and everything. Had to see what they had to give, pretty much great storylines and all that other kinds of stuff that gets us up and down, all that gets us cheering or jeering. Cheer or jeer. Oh boy, that was crazy. But there were many superstars, and of course, women superstars or divas, as they would call them back then. They were absolutely great. But if I had to choose one wrestler, and pretty much, of course, this is my favorite wrestler, of course, it had to be, of course, The Undertaker. Pretty much whenever he entered the ring, I kind of got excited. I mean, at the time, when he was around, even though I may have liked him and disliked him back and forth now and then, I always loved what he did in the ring and, of course, outside and everything. And pretty much, yeah. As I was able to see some of his matches at WrestleMania, how he put Mark Henry in a casket or retired Shawn Michaels, pretty much he had defeated many superstars like Hulk Hogan, Batista, Ric Flair, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Big Show, even his brother King, and most of them had second chances, like Kane, Shawn Michaels. However, Shawn Michaels' second attempt retired him from WWE. And pretty much everybody will notice, when will the Undertaker streak end? Pretty much people would have liked Undertaker's WrestleMania streak to be just like Alexander the Great, where he never lost a match or a battle at WrestleMania. But as some of us know, not everything could last forever. And pretty much, if and only if The Undertaker were to have its WrestleMania streak ended, it would be at 20. But he was able to add one more because of what CM Punk had said about Paul Bearer and everything. And pretty much after that, he faced off against Brock Lesnar, who had never lost to The Undertaker. So pretty much that was a kind of match people would expect of what has got to give with the WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar never lost to The Undertaker, and Undertaker never lost at WrestleMania. But pretty much at the time when I was checking out who won, I was listening to a song known as Ref Theory's Hell Yeah, which also starred a former diva, of course, Ashley. And pretty much when I was checking, I was thinking, Brock Lesnar, yeah, I didn't like him. Because here's the thing. Pretty much I'll leave a poll as to before Undertaker lost to Brock Lesnar, who would have been worthy to end the Undertaker streak. But when I saw that Brock Lesnar defeated the Undertaker, it got me completely down. But then after, I was happy after that, because it made me realize that even though The Undertaker is a phenom, a legend, he will always be that person to us, no matter how many times he would lose after that match at WrestleMania. So, pretty much, I'm sure the crowd couldn't believe it as well. But when they felt silent, they was still in disbelief of how this could happen. But yet, instead of being booed because they probably would have thought that the Undertaker would have kept going with the streak like this, they actually cheered for him. Because, of course, he was... Well, of course, he was entertaining. Always kept that going. And I know I probably would have been like, yeah, of course. Great match. We're all proud of you. And pretty much the whole 9 yards. So, pretty much, yeah, The Undertaker lost to Brock Lesnar there. But he had, like, either 2 more WrestleManias before WrestleMania 33 when he faced off against Roman Reigns. Now, pretty much this match was pretty much crazy, even though I didn't, like, see it. But the thing was, I was finding out as to who won the matches and everything. And the first tweet when I saw it on Twitter was that Roman Reigns had defeated The Undertaker. Now, pretty much Roman Reigns is like partially a newcomer way because it's like, why would you have a newcomer win against a legend? But it's not about who should beat the Undertaker. It's about who should be like next to be like the iconic superstar in wrestling, of course, WWE. And yeah, come to find out, Roman Reigns, he is a great guy. If he was able to like get, like, if he was to make many opportunities for the people that he be around with and everything. And the thing is people like that, then that's great. But however, fans in the ring give Roman Reigns an extremely hard time. And especially after if Roman Reigns defeated The Undertaker. Oh boy, Roman Reigns is going to have a massively hard time after that. But hopefully, I hope Roman Reigns has a bunch of the crowd who is still cheer for him. Because he also gave out a great performance as he wrestled The Undertaker in that match. But then after the second tweet comes, I see this. Hashtag thank you Taker. Now, pretty much when I looked at that, I probably would have thought that this was like pretty much the official time that The Undertaker lost, because it was noted that the match between him and Brock Lesnar, The Undertaker should have probably won that one. But yet it was like somehow we all knew that The Undertaker would retire someday. But yet they also felt that The Undertaker shouldn't be this immortal, so we gotta have somebody for the streak to end. And yet, there was like some kind of changes, and yet Brock Lesnar had defeated The Undertaker, and yet that's how it happened. And yet Undertaker was able to defeat two more people before that WrestleMania. Of course, WrestleMania 33. They actually defeated Brock. That's it. They actually been defeated by Roman Reigns. But apparently, later on, I would see a picture of The Undertaker's gloves, trench coat, and hat. And pretty much, when somebody does that, that means it's, of course, the end of that person. And to me, I kind of thought, okay. But it wouldn't, but at least choose either one, either the next Raw or the next SmackDown, to give like some kind of retirement speech, like Ric Flair or Shawn Michaels. You know, the two that you grew most accustomed to, and also of course Triple H. But with that being said, you had surely done amazing stuff to the entire WWE industry, and pretty much I have grown accustomed to watching the Undertaker wrestle in all of his glory. So pretty much, if it was indeed Undertaker's last WrestleMania and the last match of WWE, pretty much I thank you, Undertaker, for the plus entertainment that you gave out as I was watching you wrestle within this wrestling business. I mean, I'm sorry I couldn't make any kind of tribute if I even wanted to, but during my deepest gratitude, my deepest feelings, The Undertaker will still be my favorite wrestler in wrestling, my favorite wrestler of all time. So, once again, I thank you, Undertaker, for the time you put in to entertain all of us through wrestling. And pretty much I thank you guys for watching and understanding my times as well. If you like, please give it a thumbs up. You can also comment down below, and you can also subscribe to me and also follow me on Twitter. So with that, there is also a link in the description of the previous video I just posted. So I thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys within my next video. This has been DJ Medjai Monty. Thanks.